or move towards privatization of Social Security. So the best way to do that is to have you meet real people who would be impacted by the two different directions that we could go as a country if, in the event that that voters choose one party over another in terms of their presidential choice. So with that, I want to introduce Luke McCarthy, who is a career firefighter and who's going to talk about the impact of Republican policies on working folks and contrast that with our candidates' policies on making sure that everybody has an opportunity to succeed and reach the middle class.
My name is Luke McCarthy. I've been a firefighter here in Clark County for a decade. Prior to that, I was a firefighter in Arlington County, Virginia, home of the Pentagon. I was in D.C. on 9/11. I was not on duty that day. All told, I've been a firefighter since 1999. I started out in Georgia. I worked for 4 different departments in 3 different states. The only one with the union contract and collective bargaining and binding arbitration is here in Nevada, and it's an issue that's very important to us. You saw former Governor Walker just leave the Republican field, but he made a speech a couple days before he dropped out, trying to get rid of national labors and get rid of the National Labor Relations Board. It's something that we're against. I've seen an incredible jump in call volume in the past 10 years. I've seen a lot of my brothers and sisters in my union go through foreclosure, as we just talked about. We've seen a 48% increase in call volume with only a 3% increase in staffing. But yet I still hear Republicans calling the big government lean. We are the leanest fire department in the United States of America. I'll give you an example. FDNY has more firefighters. They have over 12,000. We have about 600 running 150,000 plus calls per year. So if each individual firefighter can theoretically mitigate each call, we're doing over 200 calls per guy per year. No other department comes close. We've seen 67 straight months of positive job growth. We're excited about that. We're seeing the housing market come back, but we're also seeing the boom come back. We're also seeing us continue to be lean. And we think when the Republican Party says we should take away collective bargaining, take away unions, take away the right to get a contract, take away our health care benefits, it really does trouble us. We do have a lot of issues to work on. One of them, for example, the Cadillac tax. We hope that that gets taken care of. I want to thank Congresswoman Titus for being very early on board with that. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I really do like raising my family here. I know I speak for all my brothers and sisters when I say that. You're actually in our jurisdiction right now. So the Clark County Fire Department represents the Strip and most of the rural areas, kind of in and around the Strip. The city of Las Vegas represents downtown. If you get down to Fremont Street, they're great. I know lots of guys and girls in that department. I consider my brothers and sisters. I'm happy to serve. I'm proud to serve. Most importantly, having a union contract. It really means a lot to me, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thanks so much, Luke. Next, I'd like to introduce Teresa Crawford, who is a retired healthcare worker and someone who has been on the front lines of the old way we used to handle healthcare in America and the new way. Again, 17 million Americans who have access to quality, affordable healthcare. Every single candidate on the Republican side of the aisle would repeal the Affordable Care Act. Their debates have taken place around who would do it quickly enough, who would yank it fast enough, and that affects not only women like me, who as a breast cancer survivor would be dramatically impacted before